Oh, crap. That's okay, because I can pull it up here. Is that...
Where the hell is my stuff? Oh, never mind.
Okay. So you update Facebook, I'll update, not Facebook. You update...
I'm updating Facebook as we speak.
You update... Actually... Ha! Update the titles.
I'm doing it well. What the fuck is today's date? I know what today's date is.
I got you. I can update both of them. Hang on.
Well, I got, yeah, okay.
OC? OC? 07.
No, it's not made for kids.
Update. Yeah, now you can update the descriptions.
Problem is with that is, of course, we have to.
If you want to put it in like a generic description, you can send it to me and I can have it update like everything.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is, like, usually we have to get through the show before I change the description because, like, I get started out, but then we end up, whatever we talk about, and then like I'd like to alter it later on. So
true, yeah. So let's go here, and we're going. Oh no, you just did not do that to me. You did not do that to me. Alright, well, you're not going to be talking about new designs. We're going to be talking about...
I think all the generic tags ought to be the same. I probably should have, like, just copy the tags. I wonder if do the tags even work? Do tags work?
I'm actually getting ready to learn about some of that stuff, so I don't know.
I'm not putting two-step verification on because blow me. Oh, science and technology is a good idea. Video location. It doesn't matter.
What do you want to talk about?
It doesn't matter where our videos
I
located.
I haven't even done this for you. This one with the sound. Start sharing. Okay.
Well, once we get this new and improved updates and we look good and stuff, when do we have to do that? We need to do that. We got to do that.
I was thinking we could probably mess around with that tonight a little bit if you wanted.
Okay.
We could.
During the show or after the show?
During the show. I don't care.
No, that's cool. We can do that. Let's do what we can do during the show.
Update. Look.
Oh, that works. That's good.
We got TikTok, and then
everybody like TikTok. We like TikTok. Everybody like TikTok. We're talking
TikTok and off on a tangent. Okay, we good. All right. Let's go back over here.
Back into this. Bring up my chat.
Are we back? Can you
hear me now? Good.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, something went wrong. What the hell are you talking about? Something went wrong. Oh, there it is.
The stream key for YouTube must have changed.
Are you having a problem?
Yep, I need you to send it to me.
Okay, standing by. Let's get back in here and figure out where the hell how, dude. YouTube, stop doing that. Did you haven't had a chance to watch any videos lately?
What do you mean?
Have you looked at any videos lately?
No.
Cause like Ben went off the other day. He tried doing something, and like apparently YouTube has messed with.
Any videos lately? No. No. It's up.
Well, what the hell?
Why is the chat not sending?
Yeah, the chat's fucked up. I was having the same problem. Yeah, you can't get a chat. I can't get a chat neither.
Okay, there you go.
But, is it up?
Yeah, it went.
Okay.
I don't know why that. I don't know why the server error happened, but.
Yeah, it did it to me too. Yeah, I wasn't getting it up. Anyway, so yeah, I don't need to hear that shit. See, so he was like talking about how the thing was like I guess from uploads they changed something now, or the server was changing something. I don't know exactly what happened, but he said like he was all pissed off at it because it was like not doing uploads. Like it cut him off after 30 minutes or cut him off after an hour. And like it was then, but I don't know if it's like something they're testing and they're going to go to or whatever. But it's like only if you do it mobilely. Like if you do it like us, we're fine. But if you do it mobile, it's only letting you go up like uploading 30 minutes at a time. It's like, oh man, that's fucked up. I wonder if that's a permanent thing or whatever.
No, I think it's. I don't know what it is. Yeah, see, it went live.
Okay. Are we up now? We're good. Hi, folks.
I think it's. I don't know what it is. Yeah, see,
I ain't know what it is either. But I know I done wrong.
Yep, we're good. They can hear us.
All right, what up, people?
Because I tested it on my phone. We good.
Week 1 of the What a Days. How y'all doing? All right. Well, here we are.
There we go.
October 7th. 7 days in, people.
7 days in.
7 designs in. Actually, I'm doing a little bit special here for you. I have not made my 7th plane yet today. It will be this right here.
I have not either.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. Number 7's right here.
Yeah, we did not plan that, by the way. But yeah,
we did not plan that. I was just going to be. I was surprised.
Yep. See, I can verify. Here's October 1st.
Well, you ain't got to verify.
October 2nd. October 3rd. October 4th. October 5th. And October 6th.
And as you see, people, he went the route. I did the same thing. All of my planes. Well, no, wait. I take that back. One of my planes was flight ready, and I flew it already. But the other ones, I did pry fly. He's doing the pry fly option.
I'm not doing pry fly option.
So
I'm not doing pry fly. You see this?
What?
That what do you see? Do you see what it says?
Well, they haven't put wings on it yet.
No, but do you see what?
The first title says Ekron adding tech.
Yes. That's what we're doing.
Okay, apparently that's what we're doing, folks.
That's what we're doing.
He's going to be adding some tech to Ekron tonight. Yeah, well, this could be exciting.
So yeah, we got that going on. But first,
this could be exciting.
Right. First, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I gotta hurry up and build one.
Well, it's 10. I mean, you got a little bit of time.
I know, but these shows usually run long, so I don't want to have to.
Oh, you want to get it out of the way right away?
I want to get it out of the way, so I'm official on the time.
My bad, people. I did not do what my friend did there and forgot to bring my bodies along here. One of the flight plane that I built is at work, so because I flew it at work and it stayed there. And the bodies are also actually, I'm sorry about that, but I do have them. And like I said, this is going to be today's plane.
Yeah, I gotta find which.
Gotta see if I can fix. I need to get this thing like fully set up to the final.
What do I want to use?
So that
do I want to use some? Do I want to use some of this?
Tijuana?
I think I wanna.
Is this view okay for you folks? Because I'm trying to see. Okay, it looks okay from my end, but you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna, we're gonna change this up.
Yeah, we're gonna work on this new look too, probably right in front of you guys. We got some ideas that we're gonna implement here, and like I said, those changes we keep talking about, they're coming. They're coming big. They're coming hard. You better be ready.
Yep.
I think we're trying to take ourselves from the amateur leagues into a little bit more of the intermediate leagues. No way I'm saying we're in the professional leagues yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're making strides. Build with us, people. Build with us. So, I don't know what I'm going to build. I may end up building a new plane, a new design again.
What? Is that
three. My first 3 days were new designs because I'm still working on MD-20-2.
What?
Actually, -1 through 4.
What?
And the one plane.
Why are you doing that?
Well, because I'm working on that one design. And I said I had like 4 different ones. I'm trying to work that damn thing. Plus, I had a new idea that I really wanted to build, thanks to a couple people out there.
You don't need the one-a-days to actually do that. You were going to do that anyways.
Well, I was going to do that anyways, but I'm using it as my, I'm like, I need more of them, so the one-a-days are working great. I don't want to have to build 20 of them. Might as well just use the one-a-days to advance the tech, advance the design. Although I do need to get into I do need to get into building quills, like I said, because quill's going to start it once I get into my designs. So once Tried and True
Oh my
gets in there, yes,
goodness. I can't get
I'm
the
going to start out with
staple
quill.
out, and I don't have a staple remover. I gotta put that on the list of something that I need to get, apparently, because I thought I
Would
had
you like
one.
you want to borrow mine?
Well, hopefully soon I won't have to worry about that, and I can actually just still be too daggone far.
I'll still be a little bit far, man. It won't be nearly as bad, but it won't be. It'll still be a little bit far.
Man, because I'm trying to get out of here. I'm like dying. It's so stinking hot. I'm sweating. Even right now, what's the temperature up there?
What's the temperature? We had a nice 69-degree day, dude. It was beautiful out here.
Oh my goodness, can I have that?
It was clear. It was clear. It was pretty.
And you know that I've never actually thought about this until like recently, because like it's just taking its toll on me.
Well, like I said, I mean, like it was nice. I wasn't like we tried each other because you couldn't take the cold, I couldn't take the heat. But see, it's like once you get it out of your system, like you grow up and you realize, damn, it's a thing. I mean, when I get older, I probably say like, okay, I've had enough of this cold and want to go somewhere a little bit warmer. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt it, because I enjoy having 4 seasons. That's one of the things about it. I get 4 seasons. I love that. I wouldn't trade that for nothing.
Yeah.
I like seeing the leaves change colors. I like seeing white on the ground from time to time, and I like it to be warm from time to time. That's all, Flowers bloom, trees die. It's a pretty thing. So, But again, you go through life stages. I mean, shit, when I was like 20, 30, I was down south. I didn't care. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of that. Done with that. Did you get the I'm trying to give you the staple remover right here.
No, I'm already past that point.
Oh, you got, okay, well, good.
I got the
what do you got
staples out.
You got like you got the Republican Party flags right there?
No, that's not what this is. This is missing teeth.
Oh, okay.
Missing teeth.
Mr. and Mrs. Teeth. Mr. and Missing Teeth. All right, so people, we're going to get this build out of the way, I guess, because we don't want to get the show out of control and then we ain't talking tech or, doing what we got to do, so we're going to do what we got to do. All right.
So, yeah.
Mark me rolling. All right. Mark me rolling. People, you can roll along with us. Mark, what you built? May I ask, what you building right away?
I am building Ekron.
He's building an Ekron, so I mean, I'm getting it out there because in case like we mentioned this before we officially launched this show tonight that like occasionally I like to change the description after the fact, and I admit I've been slacking about that in some cases, but because we don't know what we're going to talk about. The title's usually somewhat accurate. We get off on a tangent, whatever the case may be. But he's building Ekron. That might be good to know on this show that we're like, hey, there's a build of Ekron on the show. Keep in mind, pay attention. He's not illustrating it. He's just trying to get it out there. But me, what am I going to do? I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking about building this. I got an idea here. No, I'm going to do it this way. I'll do it this way because I can do it this way. And this is in homage to Ben Y13. Ben, if you're out there listening, I know how you feel, man. I know how you feel. Like I said, don't let it get you down. I made that comment on you because that was frustrating. I mean, technology, man. Technology can be frustrating. So
So, I guess we can do an illustration, as well, kind of. Walk.
Are you gonna do like this isn't gonna be your official how to build because you probably do that on your channel.
No, this is real kind of quick, but if they're going to follow along, you want to get to a square. So you get a square sheet of paper, get to a square. However you want to get to a square.
Get to a square.
The minimum is a 6" by 6" square. This is obviously bigger. I haven't even actually officially measured this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 1/4. So, yeah, 8 1/4.
In case you're following along, yeah. Well, I mean, it could be any size square, but if you're following him exactly,
yeah. But the original one started out as a 6 by 6" square. This is bigger than the original.
Is this one of your tech ideas?
Well,
or are you just upsizing it?
I'm doing so. this week, today's the last one, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do go back to the 6x6 and build 7 of those. But I'm gonna do certain things with each size. Like, I'm gonna do the same thing with 2 different sizes and see if it's the tech or if it's the size of the plane that's making the difference.
Gotcha.
That is gonna be, and this one, and I've only done one of them so far. This one is actually doubled, so it's.
Man, that almost might make it too heavy.
This one,
maybe.
Exactly. So this was the only one that's doubled, and it's Chinese menu.
Well, if you get it to be that size, again, like you're dealing with a plane that still works when it's bigger like that. You obviously have the potential for a fighter bomber right there, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Eh?
So. Yeah, eh?
Yeah, there, eh? So.
Yeah, they're up north there, yeah.
Then you just pick one of your things and you fold it in half since it's a square. Obviously, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't
you heard it here, folks. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like a plot line to a porno, it just doesn't matter.
And no, it doesn't matter. Like, I fold the. Obviously, you see this crease, from folding it in a triangle or into a triangle / square. No, it doesn't matter as far as right now what side that goes on, because I honestly don't care.
You don't care.
And what I'm trying to do is just make the plane before midnight. Obviously, yes, I'm going to get it made before midnight because...
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, you got no... It's going to make it easy for you, so it's not that big of a deal. I know.
I just wanted to put all the tech on it all at the same time, so...
Plus, you want to add the tech to all the Ekron, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want to add the tech, so... Then you do a triangle fold. I don't know if it was...
Folks, I don't know if what I wants to do was he was trying to do it in front of me, in front of you guys, but just be thankful he's doing it in front of us so we can see and help him out, whatever the case may be. And you guys too, you got questions, comments, like, feel free.
Yep. Go and go and go and go. Go and go and go and go.
This isn't how I wanted to do this. Son of a biscuit.
And then once you get to this point, then you gotta fold it in on itself. Because you want this on the inside, not on the bottom. So you get that pretty looking face on the outside.
But
which is not what I intended to do.
But then again, I mean, if you fold it backwards, you got something else there. So,
Yeah, but I'm not doing that yet.
But he's not doing it yet, so.
I'm not.
That's not the tech he wants to work.
That's not the style. That's not what I. No, that's not what I want. And as long as you got it even, there you go. You take your date.
That is not where. Is that really where? Where the hell does it go? Oh my god. Okay. For shizzle my nizzle. Alright, here we go.
2020. And I need to bring up the sheet.
He's not putting wings on it again, so well, I mean, if you finish folding it tonight, I mean, like with the tech that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a body, so it's still there.
Right. Well, I just didn't know, like, because you were talking about tech, so I didn't know if that means you're going to finish it tonight.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm on number 16. Boom. R016. It's amazing that I've got almost 20 of these.
You guys, I don't know if you guys noticed this, especially like, it's a little bit like, if you watched a couple of my videos, I haven't put too many of them up there, but my how to build videos, and I promise I'll be having more. But you get really quiet. It's harder for me. Like I'll ramble on a little bit because typically when we get into this, if you notice, we get kind of quiet because we're like building and stuff. And again, something like Ben was talking about, you can relate to that because like when you get into it, you just zen. You know, it's your moment. You just build. So
Because
like
you may
it
never
centers
get
you.
it again.
It
Sorry.
centers you. So
Sorry, I had an Eminem moment.
I like the dark chocolate ones.
you are stupid.
Dude, the dark chocolates are great. You try to go try to find those damn big ones. See how Sam's Club used to have them damn purple bags, the huge bags, like massive bag of let's eat ourselves the chocolate coma bags. But no, they got rid of those because I like them apparently. Oh, sure, they got peanut butter, which is newer, caramel. All those you can find easily. Dark chocolate, no, that's too much of a treat. We can't have that out there
Yeah.
for mass consumption. Screw you guys. Man, I swear to God, everything I like just burned out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't care. I'll find a new chocolate. See if you care. But thank you for reminding me of M&M's though, because I'm really craving some M&M's.
Okay. All right, so I need to pull.
That's what I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build flight worthy because I'm really kind of. This was an idea I thought up. You ever notice how like different people have different ideas and like all you guys out there when you start to build yours, you're like you build it and you have your one way and you're like, oh man, he's doing one of those, or oh man, I never thought about that. There's always it's either one or the other. There's usually never no extreme. You know what I mean? So where is my stapler?
Okay.
Should I just use tape?
You can do it as you want.
I'll find out what I'm going to do with my center of gravity first after I build the center of gravity. But I wanted to build the wings in this one for you people, for me, because I got to see what I got to see.
And I kept all the scraps from all the planes that I've been,
Are you going to build a plane out of scrap?
No, I'm not going to build a plane out of scrap, but I'm going to use that as if I add any tech on instead of building it into it.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay. Wait a minute. So
I can just put an X here, I guess.
yes, you can. Where the hell? Okay, so yeah, that I Cheetos. I'm testing its center of gravity here.
Okay.
It's pretty decent.
Oh, that's
That's
what
pretty-
I want.
It's pretty decent. That's right about the place where you would throw it. So that's pretty balanced center of gravity. Okay, we'll stick with that.
So let's go to. Conditional formatting. No, that's not what I want.
It's not what you want.
That's not what I want. Align. Center. Oh, I didn't want the fill. So Control Z. Control Z. Data. No. Format. No, I wanted the line. There we go. There we go.
Ah! I didn't want to do that.
So
Hold on.
let's do that for the whole thing. Whole thing. Data. Format. Align. Centered. Boom. And then for this one, we put it back.
I'm gonna try the taping thing first here,
left.
people. To the left, to the left, to the right.
Okay. Yep. So I got that one.
Hi, Lee.
What it is. So I've got anhedrals.
We're this is number 7. This is the 7th day. The 7th plane of the 1 a day.
Okay, so let's start with.
I don't like my wing pockets. And you ever make your creases so sharp that you kind of regretted making them so sharp because it's like not giving you the fold you want?
I haven't done that yet.
Mine get to be like that. Like this thing is very sharp. Like I mean, can you see that? You see the lineup? See how crisp that is?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost disappointingly crisp. Like the wings aren't curving up, they're not curving down. They're just following. I mean, granted, of course, should kind of be like that, but I'd really rather it not.
So.
Okay, so I got what I wanted out of it.
What in the world?
It's kind of like an amalgamation. I didn't put this in the technology sheet. Mark, you'll take note. People, you'll take note. But like one thing you got it almost ought to work with too. Also, when you're building you do it with Ekron, of course. But when you've got your STE or your RSTE, sometimes you don't want to follow the same pattern on your anhedral. So I cut it back this way, but then I cut this one the opposite direction because I didn't like the way it was going to look following the same line. Because I found a lot of the planes do seem to like this better than they do when it trails behind.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something to keep in mind if you want to play with it, like something as simple as build 2 planes exact same, except the only difference you want to do is cut your anhedral or your winglet one way or the other, just to see if it likes it one way or the other better.
So that's RSTE?
This is RSTE, yes. What we like to call, of course, in real plane talk, a standard wing. This is RSTE to regular planes because they don't usually get it. Regular planes usually just have a straight back. So
straight back.
Yeah, you usually have to do either a cut or a better fold or technical folds to get a slanted trailing edge of any sort. So okay. This is the reverse slanted trailing.
So you put that on before you have the fuselage?
Well, in this one's case, I cut it. I cut it. Yeah, I cut it before. Well, I had the fuselage in place, but yeah, before. You mean the wing folded down? Yeah, I cut these after that fact. So, because I kind of want to see.
You're talking. Yeah, after you make the wing fold.
Yeah.
You cut.
Yeah. Because I knew I wanted them to stop at the body, so yeah, I had to have that point of reference.
So did you cut the fins first?
Well, that was kind of basically the same. That was kind of basically the same thing. Rewind it, you can see it. No, I made the folds to finish up. I got her to this point when she was whole, like it was just straight back here. And then once I got it here, I made the wings, and then said, okay, what I want to do is cut it down. I had the anhedral piece in tip, so I just did my angle down to where the wing fold met. But I knew I wanted to keep fins in it, so I was like, how big of fins do I want? I didn't measure, I just knew I wanted to be a little chunky, so I cut them back up here. And you can see I cut the rudder a little bit of a slant too. I wanted that on here as well. And the more I'm looking at it like this, the more I don't like the way those fins look. But I'm going to leave it like that though. So this isn't exactly...
Okay.
How I envisioned it, but it's damn close.
Okay.
Well, again, it's all up to you when you want how you want your guidelines. I mean, if you really want them to be
so did you put the
this
anhedrals on first?
No, I did not.
So you put the wing on first?
Yes, put the wing on first, and that was it. Then I made the cut. Then I put the anhedrals on.
Okay.
And like I said, it depends on how you want to do it, because you could do it you could make the cut here and then take it all the way down to the keel. So you can continue the RSTE in the rudder. I mean, again, totally up to you. So Simple things to these planes. I'm sure you guys that have tweaked it very many times, you have found that like certain things it likes better, and you've gotta find if you want to maximize your design, you got to do the little stuff. Like I was saying, like the anhedral here, like a cut this way versus a straight one, just to see which one it likes better. But the same thing goes at the rudder. You may want to do like I did here, the downward slope rudder. You may want to go with the what I call it this. It really has no rhyme or reason, but it sticks around for a while. But like, this is the upward slope rudder because I take it from the keel and it slopes upwards. So this is that cut. But the downward slope would be in reverse, where you have like a stinger. It comes up back here and then it goes back the other direction. So, and I have found planes that have liked it one way and not the other. So you may want to play with just those simple little cuts to see what it's going to do.
Okay. So, then you decided where you want your... Okay, so how in the... So it comes this way?
Well, that would be your that would be just a regular slanted trailing edge. It goes like the other way. Yep, just like that. Yep.
So you gotta cut some of this off.
You don't have to. I didn't like when I formed that. Like I said, I had it at this level, and this was perfectly straight. None of this was cut. Imagine it straight, right? So, like I said, I had the wing in place, so I knew this was here. But then I was like, well, how deep from this tip? How deep do I want to put it in? Because you could go to here. I mean, that would work. You'd be a lot less wing area, or you can make it really shallow. I kind of found a median. It's still pretty shallow, but I mean, I could have made the cut like this and took a lot of wing off, which I could still do, but I wanted these tails here, so I've had a couple that could mount MUP, like any of our large ones definitely can mount MUPs.
He's still working on the MUPs.
Well, dude, I mean, like, they're a cool idea. They're a cool idea. It's just, I'm scared, like, you know, how many of those I can put on a plane. Why, are you thinking about putting it on yours?
No.
Oh. No, I mean this angle. Yeah, see, if you cut like that, that would look, that's pretty cool. But then you have a possibility of making these super huge tails, which is cool. I mean, then these get to be, you'll have these sitting there, and these will be like this size.
So did you cut it from the tip?
Yep. From the tip all the way down to where the wing meets. Yep. I mean, besides the big ones, I've got a few. Obviously, Javelin can hold MUPs, but any large bird I could probably get MUPs on regardless. And thought about it. I mean, like, that's my, I don't know if you guys remember, that's my giant vampire. I thought about it with this one because of what it does. And this one, I mean, made out of calendar paper, I could definitely hold something near the front end of the wing, perhaps even two. So, I mean, I thought about it with Vampire, especially because of the way it stunts, goes back, dives down, pops up, dives down, pops up. I thought, like, well, that'd be a cool way to have MUP pylons and, see what it was eventually end up doing. And javelins, but again, like, I'm really seriously considering MUPs on javelins because the upside, the pylon, that new pylon that I created 30 years after the fact, but since pylon is now my new heavy transporter and enlarged javelin, I'm thinking definitely a pod type system for that, or any kind of boxes. We've been exploring that. Me and KIA have been talking. We brought it up a little bit here on the show like about a year ago, but any kind of paper box you can have, like the MUPs, like something simple like a matchbox, or in that case, like the little plastic piece of Matchbox car comes in. I mean, those are really light. Think of all the light boxes that are out there that you throw away every day. A toothpaste box, something your toothpaste tubes comes in. Those are pretty light. Cigarette box, various things like that. Those are like basically paper boxes. And very sturdy, and yet, they're like pretty light, at least light to certain aircraft. So you have to fight your battles. You have to figure out what plane's going to fit on. I mean, I ain't going to fit hardly any of those on like a Cirrus, but the bigger planes, they won't have no problems. So, and I think that's like modular cargo, modular transporting is definitely the way to go. That's why we were thinking about. You might have remembered this from like this was years ago even, and I haven't lost the idea. We're just thinking of like basically a flying wing of the twin fuselage, twin keel design, but basically having room enough to like just support the pod or the box underneath it. So basically, it's just there holding the box. You're basically designing a flying wing.
And then show me the anhedral cut.
It's a little bit of a slant away. So yeah, it makes a dual angle because your wing is one way, and then the anhedral is the opposite direction. There's quite a few phases that like it like this. And they don't. It's again through testing I have found that out. They don't like it the other way. Like if I'd have cut, like Mark, you were asking me, did I take it from the original cut? If I'd have went all the way out the wing, and left it a little pointed out there, they don't like that, but they do like this. I think that's true with like a bunch of planes, perhaps gliders especially. If you want them to glide, I think you need to do this. I think you need to reverse the angle on your anhedral.
Why do you keep breaking up?
Am I?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Keep going, digi.
Maybe I'm trying to make it funny for you people. I don't know. What? You know, what we have here is a good one. So anyway, this on I do have a little bit of an up-turper on this wing here. So do you guys get the roundels yet? Come on, man. I'll send all y'all some roundels. All right? How about that?
So,
all right. I have the body. I have the body of it. You're gonna call everyone that I make versus the one that you make a low fuselage because I like have these where I do it where it's just enough for my fingertips to hold the fuselage, which is to you a low fuselage because you make the 2-inch fuselage.
oh, let me see
everything.
Let me see your cut again.
Which one? Where?
The anhedral.
Man, I cut it so shallow that with the wrong camera angle, it almost kind of looks like this is straight, even though it's not, because I'm holding it straight on. That's like the straight edge. So, do I have?
What am I trying to? I thought it was
straight,
this angle.
Good God! See, a straight edge is like that, so
but
that's
it's not
why you
that angle, is it? It's not this angle, is it?
No, it's just the back end right here.
That's what I see. I cut
this the angle. Too. Yeah, the angle down. That's the angle you were talking about. I didn't touch that. I just did this right here.
So you cut this way.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do. Tag nabbit.
I do have the body, but oh wait, yes, I do have the body of that Cobra. And it's only you should, when I get it, I'll probably fly it for you. Do a flight video of it because like it's got a lot of wing. And I might have messed it up because the winglets that I put on it, I made them both ways. I made them your way, but I also made them my way, so that it's got a two-fold in there. So like it's the fuselage is low, but the anhedrals are one way. Your way would make them really deep, and then my way would make them about even with the fuselage. So it makes your aircraft obviously really broad-winged. Either way, because I'm adding about a 1/2 inch to the base of the wing.
Okay, so let's.
But I'm also adding a 1/2 inch to the tip if I decrease the size of the winglets. You do call those winglets. These are winglets to you, right? I don't know. We explain that? I don't do that. I mean, I'll explain that again just for people like I don't call them winglets because a lot of people do. I consider stuff like this winglets. If they're small, if they're big like these are, it's an anhedral. That's what I just call them that. And if they were up, they'd be dihedrals. It's just because of their size. I can't. I mean, I understand that it's kind of like the flap on the wing, so by definition, but I let the size run. That's what sets it for me. So kind of like an F4. You know, I mean the F4 has the outside. It has the negative anhedrals or the dihedrals face upwards. So I kind of use it off of that. If it's big enough, they're anhedrals. Or as we like to call them, slang term is just hedrals because they go up or down. And in some cases, they go both. Well, hell, Mark did that one the other, like, how long ago was it? 3 months ago. We made all those cuts. It was like a trihedral or a quadhedral.
Yeah, it was
so,
a tri.
yeah, I mean, you have options with that. But that's why we call them that.
Alright, so I got that. Now let's...
I kind of wanted to do something with this, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with this yet. I didn't want to just leave these up. I kind of want to put winglets on this, but I don't know how or what kind of winglets. Like straight across. Do I want to angle them in? Do I want to angle them back? Probably not back because that'll end up... Actually, there's a fold in this. These are doubled, so I could cut it and split it and then have one going up and down, but we all know how crazy that gets. So, you know. And this is kind of borrowing tech from you guys, of course, in case you didn't know. A little bit of the shallow angle there.
Yep.
I think I was looking at one of yours, OA2, to kind of come up with this. I can't remember what it was that allured me to it, but it was something.
Dude, look at that.
That's pretty cool. Look, dude, that looks pretty cool on the back end. Looks like a manta tail or something. I like it. That's freaking cool. In a way, that's the DFRWs in a way, but usually DFRWs are a lot bigger than this.
So what would this be considered so I can mark it off on the...
That's a good question. See the one right above it, the dual fins from Wing?
Yep.
You could probably call it that, even though they're not technically fins. I suppose we should come up with a new one for that and call it like dual strakes from Wings because they're so small.
Or what is it? It's
right further down there, slanted reverse trailing edges.
Slanted reverse trailing edges.
Yeah.
Did that, and then...
And I didn't really call it anything when you did like the anhedrals because basically that's just cuts. I mean, cuts are a tweak, but cuts are like tweaks. It's not really a tech. So
Yeah. No, I'm talking about more so the actual what it's called.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, versus not actually. Yeah. Oh, I cut it. Like, no, I know I cut it.
Right.
Okay. So,
okay.
Let's see what
That's
else.
a pretty good amount of tech on one plane.
Oh, where's Staples?
I do consider staples a tech because again, that's something that really changes it. It adds a lot more weight, like a paper clip. So, but paper clips are really, I didn't put them in there because like paper clips can be very unfriendly. I mean, dude, seriously, even the lightest ones, you can put it on one plane and your one plane that was a glider instantly turns into an interceptor when you put those on board. So I was like, no, not really.
So what do you call when you split the anhedral in half and fold one up and one down?
Typically we call that the bihedrals, although I have not put that on there either because I just consider that playing with the anhedrals.
Well, it is on here.
Oh, it is on there. Well, you could call it that then.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that on this one.
All right.
I'm not gonna.
I would save that for another one.
Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna put like a million things on one, because then it's like, okay, well, what's different?
Yeah, exactly.
On this one,
at one point, you're never going to be able to tell what's really doing it. So
yeah. Okay. So that one's done. This one's super thick. This is like.
What did you make that out of? What is that?
This is a flyer that came in the mail. But it's super thick.
Man,
I mean,
it looks it.
It's almost like cardboard, like not like cardboard, but like construction paper.
File folder paper, maybe?
No, not like the folder paper, but
that stuff's pretty thick.
I'd say it's like construction paper.
Okay.
It's close to
Ironically enough, I don't know if any of you guys do that, but I don't usually build out of construction paper too often. I have some. It just seems so weird.
They're too thick. They're too
They
thick,
are, well,
and they don't fold. They don't crease well.
they do not crease well. That's
And
my
that's
biggest
what's
problem.
different about this one is this one actually creased, much like regular paper.
Right.
Because you can see my creases they're not wrinkled.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, right. Like construction paper would be, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rounded. You know, it's not completely crisp. It's a little rounded, but it's not just wrinkled and stressed everywhere you touched it and folded it in half. Like that's just not what that is. Man, I'm tired.
Cut it out.
So
So what were you going to do with that one? Or is that just going to be like your advanced materials?
So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. I think I'm going to fold it. Whoa, that's thick. I think I'm just going to fold this one and call it a day.
All right.
Because this one's pretty thick. So I want to
I'd call it an Ekron myself, but if you want to change the name to Day, that's fine with me.
push.
Oh man. We have all those all night, folks.
No, we don't.
Well, is it double folded or is it just single
No,
paper?
this is single
Because it's so thick.
because it's thick.
Okay.
But I want to see
Could have
how
me
this
curious.
one flies. And since I already have some that are basic, that are bigger or that are smaller, I'll know, like, okay, is it the size or is it the weight of the paper? Like, I'll only have two things to worry about to try to figure out what made this one better, if it made it better or if it made it worse.
Well, you're lucky it's got a big, like, it is an Ekron, so it's got a big enough wing area. Because, I mean, if it was something small, you would end up probably with just a heavier, like with heavier paper,
Yep.
you'd probably just end up with another kind of interceptor.
Yep.
So, with the bigger wing, though, that may be beneficial. That'd be, what the flying hell?
So there's that one. Put the staple in the front.
Any of you guys out there put like really, really small winglets or winglets or strakelets on a plane? Like really small and have it do anything? I've not gone that route yet. I've wanted to try it. The cuts that I had left over made me think about it because I was looking at these. I was like, wait a minute.
So you ready for a small tangent?
Okay. A small tangent.
Do you think they're going to cancel the season?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
I don't know.
I'm thinking they are.
Why?
Man, you got a whole team that's got Rona, and you got just multiple players coming down with it. Nobody can not get it. You know, it's just.
I want to know how it is they started out.
And then you risk Mahomes getting it because the other guy that came in close contact with him from the other team tested positive. So now you're risking the highest paid player in all professional sports right now. You know,
I know.
Come on now, you're gonna protect him.
But
And I'm nothing against him because by all means he's a good player, and but he's loaded, and you're not gonna risk your star player getting some potential virus that's gonna completely just possibly destroy his career.
Oh, it's true. I mean, I could see that. I just don't understand how did you go through the entire training camps and what turned out to be
Nobody
the preseason.
got tested.
And then nobody had it, and all of a sudden, well, I mean, dude, even the first 2 weeks were fairly clear. Now all of a sudden it's like it's become an epidemic.
It can take weeks to show up.
Well, true, but I mean, dude, what are you telling me? Every player that was in the NFL and their respective, their coaching staff and all the personnel every one of those people was in a bubble for the last 6 months
Yeah.
before the season started?
Yeah.
And if that is the case, why weren't they in the same damn bubble? Now, when they know they got to be playing, why didn't you stay in a bubble?
Because they.
How did you go? How did you go and at the worst of it manage to keep yourself in a bubble and keep yourself free, quote unquote, and then start playing? All of a sudden, hell, we got it. That don't make no damn sense. Something changed somewhere, or somebody's just lying.
You know what it was? Like I said, they weren't getting tested.
Well, not only that, but I think it was like, damn it, we're the biggest league in the world. We got to make sure we show our front, so we're starting, even though we might kill people.
Yeah,
I mean, but the NBA's successfully been doing it. So has baseball.
The NBA's been able to do it because they were in a bubble, and they didn't have like there were players that almost got like severe punishment for breaking protocol.
But like the NFL though, that ain't gonna fly. They ain't gonna be like,
you can't do
okay,
that.
we're only gonna play in 5 stadiums, because there's a lot of other teams that be like, I ain't stepping foot in that goddamn Cowboy stadium unless I got to, because that would be one of the places that'd be like, let's play all the games here. Like, hell no. No, man.
Yeah.
There will be teams that are like that. They'll be like, I ain't playing all my games in Green Bay. I ain't playing all my games in Miami. No, that shit ain't happening. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons.
Nobody wants to play every game in Atlanta either.
Right. So it's like there's.
I mean,
I'm sure there's other teams for the leagues, Major League, MLB, NBA,
they should all
same
go to
thing.
Vegas.
Yeah, they should all go to Vegas. No, they should all go to Montana, because Montana don't have anything anyway. Give them a little something. Seriously, like input some economic flow to a state that typically doesn't get it. Go to Idaho, go to North Dakota, something like that. A neutral stance that could possibly support it. Well, it could support it because they've got football stadiums, they got basketball stadiums. They just don't have any professional teams. Just give them something while this happens. Because you damn sure know they got like the lowest COVID amount right now anyway, because ain't nobody there.
Ain't nobody getting tested.
Right. Well, shoot. South Dakota's probably got like 1,000 people with COVID, period. Because, it's South Dakota.
Because those 1,000 people got tested.
It could be, but I doubt it.
I'm serious.
There ain't but like 5,000 people in the state anywhere. What does it matter?
Exactly. And 1,000 people got sick, and they went and got tested, and they all had it.
Right, that's just a coincidence, because
I'm just saying. Where's the data to show me? Otherwise,
I don't know. Well, where's the data? Where's the data to show me the alternative? Because it's both ways.
Yeah, but
Hey, Robert, what's going on, man?
We know at least 1,000 people got tested.
Well, I know, but I don't know how many people. I mean, I just pulled the number out of my head. I have no idea how many people are up there.
That's what I'm saying. So
all I am saying though is like these states.
The number is, it's at least that number.
These states do not have any professional teams or any activity typically going in and out of the state. So if you were to bubbleize that kind of area, it's pretty easy to maintain a bubble. Not like picking, I don't know, Orlando, where everybody goes in and out, where there's a ton of people anyway. I mean, dude, come on now. If you're gonna put a bubble, you put a bubble like on the moon. You put it in some random area where nobody's at. Siberia.
They bubbled there because they could, because they have.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of teams that didn't agree with it, but stuck to it anyway because they had to play.
Yeah, and the fact that ESPN is owned by Disney, and ESPN.
But you don't have to force feed money into the Disney triumvirate. God.
No, but it's owned by Disney. They want to broadcast games because they're losing money, because they can only talk about so much for so long.
20 years from now, when Disney World Mars opens up, you people are I'm gonna be. I told you so. You could have stopped this now, but no, nobody.
Yeah, no, you ain't stopping it.
Damn.
Disney.
Ain't nobody stopping it.
Well, that's good. These one-a-days are a great time for the new designs. That's what I like. That's why I built this thing. And well, Mark's kind of doing new designs. He's doing new tech. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good time for it. When you build one plane a day, you could definitely crank something out. Like my first 6 are all different versions of the same planes that I've been working on. I will revisit my old ones though. Like I said, Quill is on the docket.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's do this.
NASA's over there is treating us to like all the different techs. He's going to put these techs on these and show us what he got. So
That first plane he did to put 4 of them on there right away.
So we got that. We'll cut that.
I would probably try to keep it down to 1 or 2 per plane just to see,
Yep.
Because you have to kind of have your own tournament like that. Just like, okay, I have 30 Ekrons. Each one has tech. Which tech was better, and
Yep.
so if you put 4 on one, you're like,
Yep.
But we did get our plane for today built in front of you guys. So October 7th is covered. It'll be a big one. It'll be a bigger show in our repertoire next week because of course next week's show will be October 14th, and what that'll be
Salute.
IVPAC's 35th anniversary.
Salute. Oh my goodness, it's 35.
Yeah, like officially. Yeah.
Unofficially.
Well, unofficially it's older than that, but officially, like I said, I kind of retconned IVPAC back to like certain ones of us who were doing it before then, but like we kind of officially did it. Like we set the groundwork. That's why every now and then in the paperwork, if you ask it, you like see some of our stuff. You see it. It's like sometimes it's September 15th, sometimes it's October 15th, because basically the group of us that started it, got the idea about September, and we didn't really gather together all these ideas. It took us about a month, and the paper war was going on. Really, like October 15th is usually the recognized day we officially kind of kicked off.
Okay.
I usually like to recognize that it was September 15th because, again, we fully formed the idea, and we're like, well, let's do this and let's do this. So.
And then let's.
I'll probably have
get
something
it
special.
started.
There's a music group called Tennis? No, I did not know. What? Well, now I'm interested because it's a sport I like to play. And, yeah, music, tennis, okay.
Oh man, I free-handed that.
What did you do? Oh, that right there?
I free-handed that cut.
Nice.
Look at how pretty that came out.
You made it look, you curved it. You just put a little curve to it. That's pretty cool.
I free-handed that. Oh my goodness. That actually came out exactly like I wanted. Like it was maybe a little bit better.
Maybe a little bit better?
Maybe a little bit better. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's like a heart. It's so pretty. Yep. Oh man.
What made you want to go perfectly round?
I just kind of wanted
curved,
it,
as it were.
I kind of wanted it more like an actual tail.
Like a tail found in like a natural tail versus a man-made tail. Because usually when man builds them, we're kind of angled.
Right.
Right. I got you.
I just wanted it kind of more like a mold. You know how you mold stuff?
Yeah.
It's kind of rounded. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for. I was like, let me do this. And then I kind of literally took the scissors and I started the cut. And then I literally just curved it into the fuselage. And then I was like, oh, that was exactly like what I was looking for. It actually turned out.
That's basic. Well,
It's almost like the other one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's nothing new though. You were gonna you kind of. Well, I mean, you just changed the design a little bit, but it's still basically good. It's a look. It's not really gonna probably differ than
it's nothing,
something like these.
Yeah, it's nothing different than this.
Yeah.
It's just the look.
Well, actually, it is different than that one. Those two are different because the one that you got there below with the curved one, that's actually built into the wing.
Yeah.
Whereas that one is a tailplane, a separate entity because the trailing edge separates from it. Yeah, it's all open.
Yeah.
So that is definitely different.
Yeah, but I have another one. Well, I don't have it here. I have it over there. It's the bigger one.
That has
this.
Yeah. I got you.
But that's kind of the look that I like anyway, so kind of just stuck with it. I need to put some strakes on it or something. Try that. That's what I need to do.
Strakes, or I think you should do. I think you should do a hole.
A hole?
I think I seriously. I think you should do a. I think you should do a center fuselage hole, like right there, right about where this, right just behind the center of gravity, or at the center of gravity. I use the term hole loosely because everybody that pictures a hole usually pictures like a round hole.
Yeah.
I would kind of think like of a square one, like that big, right at the keel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or you could do Pharaoh's idea of putting a staple directly in the center of gravity too. That actually works really good. For planes that it works good on, it works really good. For planes that don't like it, it is absolute crap. Luckily, it's a staple, so you can take it right out, but no harm, no foul. Or you could just, hey Ben, what's up, man? Well, I was just talking about you earlier. I was glad to see you finished up that show. I said, man, I'm glad it didn't totally get to you. We had our Zen moment when we built this one, or when I built mine. So I'm trying, dude. Robert, we are trying to join the taper side. I'm just worried about
I put some on there. Look, it's right here.
Yeah, but you did. Yeah, but he's talking about the entire plane. You know, wrap the entire plane.
No. I wrapped the nose. And
no problem, man.
I'm gonna put it on the wing too. I'm gonna put some on the wing.
It's like, and we are doing that right now. If you notice, like on the link down there, we are using Restream, so it reaches out to YouTube and Twitch. Of course, we don't have that same problem because I told everybody, you were pointing out that it was like because of the app that gave you the issue. Of course, we're not doing it. We're doing it like off our PCs at home, so a little bit different. They don't have the limitations, but.
Okay. Well, we're having issues.
Well, remember I said like he was having that because it was the app that was causing him like a half-hour upload time only or something like that, limiting the size of the video to a half hour.
Oh, yeah.
It was an app issue. I don't know if it's like something they're clearing up, or they're... Yeah, I mean, are they going to keep doing that, or is that like...
Well, I think it's more along the lines of like partnered, not partnered, affiliate, whatever you want to call that.
Oh, does Disney own them too?
Oh, probably. Disney probably owns that too.
Disney probably owns me, I just don't know it yet.
Okay, so there's that. So that's 3 of them. How many more? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's really funny how like I have a lot of us. I mean, obviously, almost everybody's got like smart technology of some sorts, but like for the basic things, I hardly ever do. That's why that one, and OAE mentioned it before, like I was kind of amusing because I had actually filmed a video on my phone, which I never do. I have a camera for crap like that. And no, I don't make it sound like I'm uppity about it. It's just, I have a camera. I like using my camera. The phone does take good video. It's just, I don't like doing it because, man, it's obvious when you take a video off your camera. Hey, look at that big rectangle. So, I mean, the quality is good. It's just... But anyway, what I'm getting at, I don't hardly ever use the mobile for anything like that. Yep. Don't use it for video. Don't use it for streaming. Don't use it for social media. I do it all on my non-mobile desktop, so ironic, but...
Yeah, I mean, I use the phone every now and then.
I mean, if you're going live, it's probably your best bet, but I mean... It would suck to be in that position where you got to worry about like your timing. Like I can't do it any longer than 30 minutes, or else I'm going to be booted out. That sucks.
Well,
not that if I took it on a flight,
is I record video and then upload video.
Well, that's what somebody suggested to him too on his channel, and I was like, that's great and all, but like I mean, if you get into it or something like that, you've seen our shows, you've seen his shows. These take 2 hours. You can't be just be doing all of that and then dependent on your phone like, oh, 30 minutes, I got to go on intermission, folks. No, that sucks. If it was a flight sortie, I can understand it because you're just going out there and maybe it'd only take you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But, like, no, if you're streaming, you get into it, like we get into it, it's at least going to be an hour, and cutting off every 30 minutes blows.
So, should I cut the anhedrals in this time?
What do you mean? What are you looking at?
Should I cut the anhedrals in this time?
As opposed to not? You gonna leave them straight, or?
as opposed to dagnabbit didn't fold just daggone fold straight.
No, well, I was thinking about like Robert.
I'll leave
Getting back
that.
down, you said like the tapering. I do want to do it. I mean, especially with a javelin, but I'm always the tape doesn't allow me to do too much to the outside. Like if I do want to, I'll have to code the paper before I tape it. If I want to camouflage it, which I mean, come on now, we don't camouflage that often. Look at this thing, but still, and you use tape like all different kinds of shades and stuff like that. And I understand, like I could just put, hell, I could put duct tape on here. I don't want to, but I could. But like packing tape, like Scotch tape in the wide, I got like 8 rolls of that. I could do that, but then I'm just nervous about how it's going to translate out to a plane like this. You know, I mean, I don't know if. What would you think? I mean, would it be easy to tape this thing, or would I need like a folded body, a blended body like you and Ben do? Or I mean, I don't know. I expect Javelin would be better. I expect any interceptor that we have to be better. But these are such a, you know, like we've made these to be such a delicate balance of the thrust to weight to drag ratio that you give them, or just their glide ratio, as it were. You know, that tapering is like, I got to make sure it offsets and still has the same wing area to fight the weight that all the tape's going to put on. In interceptors, I don't give a crap, obviously, but like I don't know if I could trust a phase to do that, even though a foil phase has worked quite well. I even have one of those somewhere around here. I noticed that when I was moving the stuff. I do have. I don't know if any of you guys have built one out of foil before.
Oh, long ago.
I do have this one here. Yeah, so that is aluminum foil on there. This is. I had one from way back in the day that actually I made the entire plane out of it, and it was weird because I made it. Okay, so I used a core of paper. I then put foil, sheathed it in foil so it followed the entire folds. And then for some odd reason I used like saran wrap. So I had plastic wrap over that. I was trying to make it a true all-weather plane. And I mean, it worked. I actually submerged that in the bathroom sink. And it didn't leak, didn't affect the water, it didn't affect the paper, but I mean, what the hell? It is pretty weak. It's just the thing, it like makes your like folds, it gives you a structure to follow, you know, like if I want my wing to, this one's kind of skewed, but like if I want my wing to point up like this, well, that foil's going to make that paper work, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, because the foil is like got some memory to it, so if I want it to fold up, yeah, that foil's going to be like, nope, you're folding up, and it does. It's kind of a cheater's way of giving it like a skeletal structure, and it is shiny. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So is Robert's with tapering, but I know, I like these. Like I made this before. I called it the Phase 1W because it's all weather, and I had the WSP is what I called these. When I put foil on just one side, so it came out as you see it, like there's foil, and up underneath the wing pockets through the body, but you see paper on the whole upper surface. I had, you know, the other version would have, this would be foil, this would be paper. I found this to be better. It wasn't severely overweight. It glided better, and it wasn't overweight, I guess. The glide ratio on these was much better. These were really kind of basic. I thought like, okay, it's a cool idea, but I mean, I didn't do anything to them. There were others that didn't make the transport so well that actually I had like, kind of like the stuff you were doing with like more skeletal structure. I'd be folding it in and in and in, and then it would only be here like a wing spar up here, stuff that would hold just the structural integrity, which gave me the skeletal structures for like making, you know, toothpicks or straws on the inside. So they make for really cool pictures, but trying to find them sometimes, well, I highly recommend trying it at least. You got some planes in there, like add a little bit of foil. Only when you've already got it firmed up, because like you said, it's relatively weak.
Give me that. There we go.
But also depends on the milled foil that you're dealing with.
Not that Dollar
That's-
Tree.
That's aluminium for
any British folk that might be listening in. Appreciate y'all listening in case you are. But yeah,
Yes, aluminium.
I love the way they say that. It's a lot better, even though it's probably more official sounding. But yeah, aluminium. Yeah.
Yeah. Not AI. Makes it look like AI foil. Yes, the foil is actually intelligent and it folds and follows the wind. Boy, if we had that technology. Whew. I see a lot of great things on the future. I really hope something like that happens. I hope to be able to get cameras on our planes and stuff like that. Which again, Robert, Ben, even you probably get to lead us in because you guys build like a lot more sturdier structures that could probably handle carrying the minuscule cameras before I will because my planes are still like this. Fragile, yeah, basically. So I hope to get beyond that. So maybe I can. Plus, I want to give everybody, a heart attack by flying on the nose of a javelin. So here we have a nice boost up to like 60, 70, 100 feet. And now we're going to shove you into the ground.
There we go.
Or make you drunk because I'm going to give you a helicoptering. Wow, what did you do? So, strakes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Let's put them on there, see what this does.
That's pretty freaking cool. How did you make sure, may I ask, how did you make sure they were even?
Pretty good guesstimation.
I like hearing that one.
This is where you need the help from Y13, bro. Because he will be able to take it and give it the proper equation so okay, they line up down the middle and that both are the same size.
May I suggest putting the floating rudders on that to make sure that they do? That way, when it yaws and corkscrews into the ground, you'll be able to fix that right away. You won't get pissed off at it.
One other thing I did was I cut the tip of this right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I see that.
So I cut those.
Oh, that's cool. All right. I like it.
So I kind of let it just do its thing. We'll see how that one works.
When you have something that's if the plane started out symmetrical enough, as long as you were actually putting it close, your guesstimation should be okay.
Yeah.
But you'll know once you fly. I mean, don't.
Whatever you do, let me give you that advice. Don't get frustrated at it if it just corkscrews because chances are.
Oh yeah, I'll just cut it off.
It's a yaw problem. It's a rudder problem.
Yeah, I'll just cut it off.
Okay.
See if that does.
Eyeballing, yeah, it really is. I mean, I think it's more fun to do it that way than it is to actually just, go into so much depth it's no longer fun. I mean, because when you're a kid and you first get bitten by it and you fly them, you're not doing anything more than eyeballing. You're not going, okay, this is about a quarter inch away here. Oh, damn, I messed this up. You're never doing anything like that. You're just like, oh man, it flies good. What did I do? And then refold the next one. We get so technical sometimes we kind of lose ourselves in it. And I mean, there obviously isn't there nothing wrong with that. But man, sometimes that's why I like going back to the basics every now and again because it's like, well, it worked then. I'm just, that like when was it, Mark, that we did was it 2 weeks ago? We did the show, and I built that phase like I did old school. It was like I'm not measuring anything. I'm folding it up. I don't do it like I do this quote-unquote advanced manufacturing techniques where I'm measuring each one to compare.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes it's better, I mean, if it ain't broke. And some of mine were never broke, so. Hell, I used to make them out of the notebook papers, and obviously if you do notebook paper, I mean, loose leaf, right? So it's got the 3 holes because it's ready to go into a binder. I'd always have 1 hole in one wing and not a hole in the other wing. Yep. And they still flew really good. I mean, really good. So it's like, it was amazing in that and of itself that it had that hole on one side in the wing, and it flew just fine.
A lot of mine had that too.
Of course, that's one of the things that helped me develop the Phase 3 to slant and trailing edge because the hole literally, typically was right here. So I'd cut it out there. I'm like, oh, I got rid of the hole. Oh, something like that.
Asymmetrically, they didn't fly too well. You can't cut one wing this way and then leave the other one straight and expect it to do all right. It's inevitably a bank. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, and you're gonna get, like you can't do a tutorial or you can't do the painstaking process of how to build like we do. I mean, because people want to get it right, so you have to give them measurements. So yeah, we're overthinking it. I mean, granted, if you're watching the video, you can always rewind and play if you miss something. I'm actually probably going to do that on a couple of mine. I'm just going to be like, screw you guys. You could pause it. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you what to start off with, but after that, follow along. And I think I did that with series. I can't honestly remember, but I think I did that. I was like, I'm not going to measure because I never do. But if you want to follow along, my anhedral was this big. My fuselage was this big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And they're like having fingerprints too, because you never fold a plane the same way twice. I've never been able to successfully do it. That's why I want a machine. Every one of them's got their own characteristics, their own personality. What, in the back?
Just cut it straight?
Well, yeah, but you don't have... Is it dual papered? You're not going to be able to put straights unless you're cutting them... Unless you actually cut through the wing, in which case you're going to have holes. Do you want to do it that way?
Well, yeah, that's kind of like the fin, but not like a wing, like just like straight.
You may have to... Why don't you add them on first? You could do add-ons. Do a little bit of cut from, like you kept the scraps, right?
Yeah, I kept the
just
scraps.
put a little bit of your cut in there and just pop it on in so it does something like that. I mean, this is a crude illustration, but I mean, it would be straight. Sometimes that's the only thing you could do with yours. I mean, unless you like duplicate it so much that you're duplicating even your little tweaks. OE can attest to that because a lot of his planes, like his Vulcan family, I mean, the Vulcans have gone through a lot of iterations, but that's typically like a minor tweak to it. So he's got the base down, and then he just puts like, okay, this is a new tech and this is a different mark. So I mean, you use the eyeball aspect to, okay, here's my basic plane, and then you like measurement to give you whatever different tech makes it the next step up or step back, depending on how you're doing it. Mark, in your case, I'm assuming that everything you're going to do, you're hoping is a step forward. So.
Yep. That's pretty much, yes, you are correct.
It's good that you flew this one enough to know that this is like the best, your testing design. So whatever design, whatever technique or whatever technology or whatever folds you want to put on, you can test out in this body.
Yep.
Although truth be told, Thunderbolt should be good for a bunch of it too, just because it flies straight.
Yeah, but this is kind of my favorite.
You guys that do that, it's good that you're like talking about that. Robert, Ben, you guys build like again with your tape, with your blended bodies, with having a pronounced fuselage, rounded and stuff. Do you guys do you guys notice if you put new tweaks on it, new tech on it? I mean, do you have a basis for setting that up? If you add a strike here or there, or if you take something off somewhere else, I mean, is there a plane that you can tell what that did? So it's like, okay, this one sucked this way because I put these on it, so I'm not going to put these on the next one. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's kind of asking, do you have a base plane? And I mean, a lot of us do. I have a base phase 3, But I mean, with blended body, I always kind of wonder, or an ellipsed version, if anything's rounded, it just kind of makes me wonder. Obviously strakes, yeah, because as add-ons or even built-ins as they were, if you alter one, you're going to notice a difference. But I'm just thinking, like some of the things we're talking about here, like if you put a hole in it somewhere, or like he's doing, like winglets built out of the tail. I mean, you have some and you put them in there, it's like, oh, that one sucks. I'm not doing that again. Or if you add it on, like, oh, hell, that rocks. We're going to keep that. I thought yours would be, yeah, I thought yours would be like, okay, because you're the routed body, it's like it's a flying airfoil, so it should be good regardless, almost. You can obviously screw it up, but it's like, man, the entire, it's a lifting body, it's going to create its own lift just by flying.
Rabbit. That didn't go well.
I know you're getting to the point where you almost need to make servos and stuff. It's like, I want this, like remote control servos. Okay, now I want to be able to adjust it on the fly.
Is that like a? That's what I'm trying to get Mark. That's what I'm trying to get Mark to do on one of these. He needs to do something like fly by wind. I call it fly by wind. Have you guys ever done that?
Fly by these motherfuckers.
It's goofy. I know, Ben. I know you've heard of it. Most of us have heard of it. FBW, fly by wire. But I'd like to think about like if you have something like the canards, especially the canards. It's what I tried it on, and you put like I showcased it on a show back in the day, where you have the two sheets over the rounded toothpick, so they like wrap on it, and then you put it through the plane, held tightly. So basically, it's free. To do what it wants, so it could adjust the AOA in flight as the wind flies on it, as the plane needs.
Like in theory, it sounds great, but also it's like, well,
If any little nuance, it's going to go wherever the hell it wants. I've only tried it on one plane, and I didn't do it as a canard. I did it as a tailplane, and yeah, it kind of went all over the place. But I put it through on the back of the lower section of a bigger plane. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought that too. It's like, and it goes through, and then like if you put it on or below another wing, obviously it's only going to go so far. Whereas if you put it like canards, a separate entity, it could go, hell, they could be perpendicular to the plane it's trying to travel, and that could be catastrophic.
Now, if I can get Mark to do that, Mark, you going to use toothpicks on any of these, by the way? You're going to try that too eventually, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, like something like we were describing.
Like, hell, I mean, putting it on the inside for a skeletal structure is one way, but I mean, like, if we build something and have it with like FBW canards, where it's loose and able to move with the wind. They can be really small. They can be really large. I would definitely recommend small because
we don't have a pilot in these that can adjust this as he goes.
I mean,
a lot of planes are built, inherently unstable and leave it up to their flight control computers to keep them
as stable as they fly.
Unfortunately, in our line of construction, we don't have the luxury of mini flight computers yet. Get working on that, people. We need some mini computers right now. I see you have the wheel, but did you actually use the wheel?
What is you talking about?
The cutting wheel. Did you use the cutting wheel?
It's the what's you talking about?
I didn't know if you used the cutting wheel.
At one point, yes.
Okay. I didn't. That's not what because you freehanded the cut with the scissors. So
yes, I did.
Every time, man, that's like the tech that failed for me, man.
cutting surfaces, dude. Or control surfaces. Some of these birds, the one that I was showing before that Mark seems to love because it's like destroyed. This one here, I mean, you see, if you remember, I showed it. It's got spoilers. It's got
leading edge slats. You can see it, right? Yeah, I got leading edge slats. I got spoilers. Regular flaps, which are split because it's dual, so they can go both ways back there. Did I do rudders? I didn't do rudders on the anhedrals, but it does have a rudder back here on both sides of the V. Yeah, I don't recommend doing all of those at one time. This plane, not so much. It was cool, but It was only cool when you basically did all the standard, like it left it down and stuff
So
like
the
that.
question
And
is, where should I put
never
them?
put your spoilers up. Never put your spoilers up. What now?
Question is, where should I put them?
I think you should put them right there in the middle of your orange box.
In here?
Well, wait. How big are they? Let me see the side. Ooh, wait, maybe not. Maybe you should put them right there, about even with your wing pockets. Right on the white line.
Right here?
Yeah, like right there.
So should I staple it there?
Yeah, why not? Sure, do it. That seems like a good spot.
It's a little further back from the center of gravity, but I got 2 staples in the nose and some tape, so
Oh, so yeah, you should be able to counteract that pretty well.
yeah, so it should be all right.
Yeah, I was wondering what you meant attacking instead of adding. But attacking worked. I actually kind of knew what you were talking about. Dude, you can't, like, I know, like, if you put, we call it anti-stall. Yeah, I like, if you glue that wing pocket down or if you tape it, I like to call it stall proofing. I mean, it's obviously not. Yeah, I know, you stapled it now.
I can't go
No,
back.
you can take them out.
I know.
I use the term loosely because you're not technically stall proofing it. I mean, obviously that's up to the plane too, but it helps. It helps, especially if you popped your wing pocket out. Because I don't know if you had any of those. I don't know why this one's so far down, but like some of the ones I used to build, like this wing pocket was good. God, this thing fights. The wing pocket was out like that, so if you taped it and brought it down, there wasn't a wing pocket there for the wind to catch in should the plane go nose up. So, in a way, I felt I was stall proofing it. When in reality, all I was doing was adding more weight to the fore end, so chances are it would never pull up and stall backwards in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, these slats did turn out cool. But boy, man, I'll tell you something. You ever try putting these on there, though? These are like, besides the spoilers, these are like the one things that really influence the flight the quickest. I mean, yeah, flaps do, obviously, for where they're at, and the rudders, but man, dude, spoilers kill a flight, and then slats, like, that's an instant nose into the ground, too, so. Whew. Well, Mark, you like your plane to be together anyway, so now it's together. Is it really heavy, or?
No, it's actually not.
You still have good a good center of gravity on it now? Where's your CG at?
Yep, right. Yeah, about the same.
Oh, that's cool. That's that 2 staples you put in there.
Yeah. Almost center.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's not
looks
where I would hold it, but it's...
Well, I mean, as long as it's close, right?
Yeah, it's still going to be... It's a little further back from where I would hold it. Because I would hold it here. I would hold it here, and it's more like right here.
Okay, so it did shift it a little bit. You may have to add another staple. Or you could, like, cut a little bit of weight out the tail end somewhere. Is that made out of stronger bond paper or regular paper?
This is just what is it? Printer paper.
Okay. Good. Oh man, I gotta order me some A4 paper.
I mean, I could cut out some of the back, but I'm trying not to. I'll just add another staple.
It'd be better. Because you can't replace weight as easily as you can take weight off. Anybody ever done, like, okay, I finally got the kitchen scale, and granted I haven't used it yet, but has anybody ever done like a test on tape versus staples, like exactly how much weight, how much tape it takes to equal one staple? Are they pretty much the same? Are they? I've always wondered that, because it's like, how much tape do you put on there before it's like, who cares, let me put a staple in there, or vice versa. I usually go with the bare minimum, so I don't know if, like, and also I suppose it depends on what kind of tape you're using. I mean, I'm pretty sure a strip of masking tape would be about as effective as a staple in the first place. Hell, it may weigh more. But like Scotch tape, if you just use a simple one little strip to hold it together in the front, especially if you use two-sided and you just put it in the middle. Have you ever done that, Mark? You ever used two-sided tape on yours?
No, not in the middle.
You do like holding them together. I thought that'd probably be a pretty cool idea for you. You just put a strip all the way down and then stamp it shut with that. Probably pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like the look of that versus that.
I don't know. I've always been partial to that. I like giving them their freedom. Well, my planes like their freedom, so it's a little different.
I like
Some of 'em-
control.
Some of them like a lot of freedom.
I like communism. Control.
Communism on my planes is okay. I have a... Oh, man, this plane's just seen better days. Well, it's,
Yeah.
well, like, part of it's actually supposed to look like that, but then part of it is because it's gotten a little bit wet. So, yeah. But give it a break. It's 5 years old.
Got two more.
Okay, well, you can put strakes as what you did, so you have that.
Oh yeah, I gotta put that on there. So I gotta put strakes on there. Strakes. I gotta put strakes. And then what else we got?
Well, whatever else it is you did on the front end, I don't really have a name for.
What are you talking about?
You know, when you made that cut at the front of your anhedrals.
Oh yeah.
Don't really have a name for that.
Engines, enlargement of flaps.
Oh yeah, you want to put engines on it? Hey, wait, how many dual papered ones do you have?
Just the one right now.
Okay, I was gonna say you could do
Just this one.
you could do SAT and see how it works.
What is that?
The split anhedral tip, like the folded anhedral tip there. You could just do the folded anhedral tip.
The what?
Fat. Just do fat.
What are you talking about?
Folded anhedral tip, I can show you with this one since this one's going to the boneyard. But like, just the tip of the anhedral is folded. See that right there? In this one's case, I folded it out.
So you fold it
But-
down and then fold it
Yeah,
out
because
or in.
yeah, your standard. Yeah, you could fold it in or out. It's just adding a little lift kind of body to it. Yeah, but something else that turned out really cool. Quite a few planes like this. Your Interceptor Thunderbolt would probably really like this, but Ekron may like that too. And yeah, that's fat. SAT. I'll show you that one because I'll do it on the other side. SAT, you have to. It's got to be dual papered or else it won't work. But it's the same thing. It's just you're splitting it. It's kind of like bihedrals, you know. It's the same fold. You're just doing it in and out.
Oh, so you're splitting. Okay.
And that's really kind of cool because it gives you like a keel. See that on there? Like
Okay.
I cut it in half and then split it. Yeah, that's a split. So it's now going both ways.
Okay.
Obviously, it's the same as that. But again, if you don't have two sheets, you can't do it.
Yeah. This one has
So-
it.
But the folds do it. That also actually helps the planes keep itself flat when it's posing for photographs.
Okay, so I got that. So let's put this down.
Yeah, people, it really took a genius to come up with the acronyms I came up with for these.
So let's.
Not really. Not really.
So let's do this a little bit.
Do you have... Wait, they can't see your one-a-day list, right?
Nope.
But you can see the chat, right?
Nope.
Oh, you can't see the chat? Oh,
No,
what the hell?
because I don't have my third monitor up, but chat's right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. You had... So the sheet was blocking it for the time. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
So I do that, and then I can do STE. Just to
Well, STE is pretty standard for Ekron. You're always going to put that on there, right?
No, I haven't always.
Really?
I haven't always.
That's kind of cool because that means you've already got like Ekron 1 and Ekron 2, as it were. Ekron A and Ekron B, depending on how you want to call it.
Yeah. I do.
Was the straight one the first one?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't think I have the answer to that.
Well, find it, Ratface.
I'll have to go look at number 1, and number 1 is over there.
Hey, number 1. Hey, number 2. Hey, number 1. Vampire's favorite way to sit, nose down. I don't know why it stands so easily like that. Maybe because there's so much weight on its flat nose.
Do that.
I do look forward to tapering it, though.
And
I do look
then-
forward. I do look forward to actually spending a good 4 or 5 days on building something like what Ben makes, because I've thought about it and like I haven't done a plane like that since I was a kid. Basically, I haven't done those planes in a long, long time. I don't want to talk about that no more. I'm just gonna ignore. Like, let's just say these first 5 games are the preseason, like they're supposed to be, because it irks me to my core.
What? That your Falcons are terrible?
You want to shut up, man? Hey, you just want to shut up right now.
Hey, they're not doing any worse or any better than my Panthers, okay?
Well, obviously they're doing worse because we're sitting on the bottom of the league with only 3 of the teams who are winless.
Okay. It's not the
So
point.
I don't want to hear about it, man. Damn. And arguably look stupider than the other 31 teams out there. How
Well,
the hell
you guys
do you
got to
like?
get a quarterback because Matt Ryan is apparently too old to play.
And Matt Ryan is not the reason why people don't go after a ball on onside kickoff. That's just
Yeah, that was hilarious.
that's backyard football strategy. Damn it!
That was
Oh my
hilarious.
God! How do you not get taught that in Pee Wee football?
Oh man, that was hilarious. They just sat there and watched him take it. Oh man, it's great.
God.
Yeah, I know that was hilarious. It really was. I was dying on that one.
I truthfully do not understand why, and here we go on this tangent some more. I'm sorry, I don't want to do this, but blame Robert for this one. But like seriously, I don't understand why the teams I like are cursed by, recurrent ineptitude. I mean, seriously, why is there this tissue of incompetency that it just has to continue on and on, generation after generation? Why doesn't anybody eventually get it right? I don't want to turn into the Patriots, but having 2 back-to-back winning seasons, is that too much to ask? Is getting it right for 3 years in a row too much to ask? I don't want a dynasty because I think I get bored with it. Seriously, I mean, I understand you ask any Bostonian, they're like, yeah, man, we've been champions, go blow us hard in the middle of an alleyway. I'm sure they don't get enough of it, while the rest of the world is like, oh my God, anybody please just beat them down.
Just beat them.
I mean, seriously, the only ones, oh, God. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I've never had a team, like, my team's never been a dynasty, so I would never know. Maybe I would enjoy it if I won 12 years in a row. Yeah, maybe I would like it if we go 12 years in a row, but I'd like to think that I get bored with it because I've been bored with that in every sport ever. It's like watching the NBA Finals, like, oh, great, the Lakers, another Finals. Whee! I'm so excited. I mean, for real, dude, I like...
How do you think everybody felt with
I'd like to think
Jordan in the Bulls?
Yeah, but even they had a hiatus. It's just I'd like to think that everybody out there kind of likes different things. Like, wouldn't you get bored of the same team winning every freaking year? Even if you were from that town, wouldn't you get bored every year? Wouldn't you get bored if your driver wins every year? The same tennis player wins every year? And ironically enough, this has happened in like every sporting event. But seriously, it gets old. When you go to watch the match, when you go to watch the game, and you go to watch the race, and you're like, well, I know the outcome. That dude's going to win because blah, blah, blah. Why do you go? Why would you pay good money when you already know the result? I don't get it.
Because I want to see my team win.
It's funny you say Matt Ryan is garbage. You know, I got the boot from so many people because I've said Matt Ryan was garbage 7 years ago. 7 freaking years ago.
He's
when
not
we had
total garbage.
When we had him, and like 2 years later, I thought like this guy is never going to get us. I didn't think he would ever get us to the postseason, let alone into a Super Bowl. And I still stand by the Super Bowl stand because again, we've not won one yet.
Nope.
I mean, he's good. He's good. He's just not that caliber. I mean, anybody's going to be that good when you throw 5,000 yards a season.
He's not
400 yards a game. Aaron Rodgers sucks too.
No. No,
he's not.
He's a beast.
His problem is he's not Peyton Manning.
Oh, that's true.
He's not a field general. He's not dude that sees the whole field and picks it apart.
Nope.
That's the problem. And Aaron Rodgers ain't that guy either. He needs an offensive coordinator more than any motherfucking body. Because you've seen the Packers. It's not like they've been at Super Bowl to Super Bowl. I mean, every now and then you have a good coaching staff. I give you the Patriots. Because Tom Brady ain't all that either. He's just benefited from a great coaching staff. Don't lie, you know it. He's a good quarterback, but he's not a field general. Peyton Manning was a field general. Peyton Manning ran the team. When the offense was on the field, he ran the team. Tom Brady has hardly ever been like that. He calls 1 or 2 plays, but the sidelines run the field. That's the same thing. Matt Ryan, dude, I don't even know if he could run his kids to kindergarten. But yeah, it's just, oh God, dude. And that's what I mean. It's like, how is it teams like the Patriots end up with like year after year after year, and yet no other team can do that crap.
And yet,
not even the Lakers. I mean, God, stop! I don't want to be on this tangent. Let's talk plain. No, I don't. By the way, I don't want to see what the Buccaneers do. I care even less now what the Buccaneers do than I did beforehand. It's not like them having the great Satan on their team is going to make me care now because I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care.
You mean the COVID?
I'm going to watch them less now than I did before.
Because they got COVID?
Yeah, whatever. You know, maybe the season will get canceled and everybody ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. If my team can't win, nobody can.
I mean, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, those are great quarterbacks. They're not exactly field generals, but they make plays on their own. Like, if something gets busted, they still find ways. It's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yep. Superman ain't Superman.
We just like to say, do you guys... Here, let me ask you the ultimate question. We're still on tangent, okay? Do you think Dan Marino... If you remember Dan Marino, do you think Dan Marino was a good quarterback?
I think he was a great quarterback.
I think he was a great quarterback. I think he's like top echelon. I think he's up there like probably top 5 all time because that man was a field general.
He ran a show.
And I mean, like a lot of people say like the same thing. He's not that good. Yeah, a lot of people say like, okay, he's not that good because he didn't win a Super Bowl. Why does that one game matter so much? It's just another game against another team. It's a bigger venue, but that's it. It's just another game.
Oh my goodness, that created that.
Wow. Dude, yours are huge too. Holy cow. Okay, if that doesn't work, don't get frustrated at that one either. Just make them smaller because mine, you see the ones out here, like I still leave when I do it on mine. You have oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
You have a lot of anhedral still. You cut it like halfway. I mean, you kind of almost made a different type of anhedral there. Mine's just the tip. So you kind of want it small. You made yours quite large. So keep that in mind. But you should try that. It may work out.
But it like released the stress on the wing pocket and bubbled it.
Yeah, I know. Because, yeah, you took it out by cutting. Yeah, that was where all of it was. You may want to, if you want to get that back, you may want to press it flat and, like, you know, do the press. Like so, get those wing pockets to stop bubbling.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
But then again, who knows? Maybe it'll like the wing pockets bubble too. That'd be something else to test.
It's gonna bubble. I ain't got a choice.
Hey, if worse comes to worse, you may end up having you might want to invest on 2-sided tape and put it on the inside of that.
Yep, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Or if you got glue, just put a little drop in there. like literally one drop and just spread it around so it, dissipates. When you use glue on paper planes, boy, you got to really make sure you don't use a lot too much.
I think it's gonna work though.
I'm assuming you just threw it.
I threw it. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, we don't have to worry about that because the Buccaneers are not going to go to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that's just not going to happen. I can think of 5 other teams in the NFC that'll go before they would. And that's even with Jameis Winston.
That felt good.
Jameis Brady.
Jameis.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Tom Winston.
Neither one of them.
I'm sure the Bucs are going to be.
I like Winston way more than Brady.
That's not saying much. I think I could list about 37 other quarterbacks I like more than Brady.
You're stupid.
Fitzmagic I like more than Tom Brady.
I like Uncle Rico more than
Gardner Minshew is better
Uncle
than
Rico.
Tom Brady.
Yes, he is. I love Gardner. I love Uncle Rico.
Carson Palmer is better. Isn't he out of the league? Is better than Tom Brady. Andy Dalton. I like the great sin. Like, dude, the Bengals. I mean, dude, they're so willing to let it fall in his hands. Like, yeah, he's the reason we suck. Yeah, right. That's the reason you suck. Blame it on one guy.
Look at Joe Burrow.
Well, look at him. Anybody does good when there's nobody in the stands and like you're dealing with like the dregs. They're still losing in the division, man. God, he ain't all that. He ain't all that. It's just the Bengals are absolute crap.
No. He's the man.
No, he's not the man. Lamar Jackson is the man.
Well, I'm not going to deny that. He's got a funny looking face, but
there's no room in this league for more than one man, and he's in the same division with the man. So I'm sorry.
But he can't even beat the champ.
Joe, you're gonna have to burrow your way into the ground some more, because seriously, you ain't all that, dude.
But Lamar can't even beat the champ, so we got a problem here.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, because that's the AFC Championship right there, is the Chiefs and damn Ravens, which I'm sorry to say leaves no room for Joe Burrow's Bengals.
Well, that's not the point. He'll be third.
Oh my God, dude. Burrow is like, oh man, I feel sorry for that dude. Like, I'm sure when he was picked, he was like, can I please go, I don't know, to 15, 16, 22 other teams? I know that's what every first pick does. Like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me.
Man,
oh my God.
But there's something about being picked first, though.
Well, yeah, of course there is. But
don't you get more money?
Well, you get more money, but you also go to the crappiest team in the league, so it's counterbalanced.
So,
there's like the last 10 years, absolutely nobody wanted to go to the Dolphins. Nobody, because they suck. Nobody wanted to go to the Jets. Let's name a few teams here. But
the Bills.
Like seriously, if the Patriots, you can't tell me if the number 1 draft pick would have been the Patriots, they would have said like, oh hell yeah, everybody would have been wanting to do that, dude. They would have been excited. Now they're just like, I get to go to the crappiest team in the league. Yay. I mean, that's how it is. It's like NPR.
So why don't they change it and let the winning team pick first?
I mean, they might as well, because truthfully speaking, whoever the number 1 pick is, when you're in the crappy team, you almost know he's going to get instant play time. If you did go to the best team, you automatically know he ain't never going to get play time, because they already got their shit set. They're like, well, dude, Tom Brady or the first guy who's never been tried. I guess we're going to play Tom Brady. I mean, for real, just sit down and learn from the best. That's how they treat it, Instead of like, well, our old quarterback sucks, so you're going to have to play. Oh, shit. And this team sucks. Great. I mean, you're going to develop into a cancer just by, playing for a sucky team for the first 3 seasons. It's like, oh, hell, get me the hell out of here. I feel bad for him. I always feel bad for the first pick. I mean, seriously, because it's like it's a make or break situation. And how many times does the first pick ever last and do good? Seriously, the gems are usually found in the 3rd round, 5th round.
Well, that's true.
All right, man. Thanks for coming by, man. Sorry, we got a little bit off on that tangent again, but you know, that's how we do. After all, it is a show. Okay, so wait, what are you doing that we can't see? How come I can't see what you're doing?
Because I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you're doing with this one. I noticed that the little tail is like a featured thing on Ekron almost always now.
Yeah, sort of, kind of, in a way.
One of these times you're gonna have to try it with the big one. You know, give it like the full size one. You know, like that.
Oh my goodness, no.
You gotta try it. I mean, shit, that's one of the techs. You should give it a shot. The DFW, I mean, a true DFW is that. I mean, because basically you're making two strakes back there. That's a true fin. And again, I feel pretty good that Ekron will do good with it. Oh my god, dude!
What?
Can you? Well, that's an upright fin you got right there, isn't it? That's not even from the wings. Okay.
Yeah.
You just gave me an idea. Oh my god, can't believe we didn't think of this before. I can't believe I didn't think of this before.
What?
Holy good god. Can we make compound fins?
What are you talking about?
I don't think I've ever made a compound fin before. Well, dude, that's a compound fin.
Oh, what?
Okay, I really wasn't going to build two planes tonight, but now I've got to try this. Because Mark just gave me an idea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A compound fin. The compound DFWs.
Well, we're going to end it right here, folks.
He doesn't want you to see this. Okay, well, like I said, this... Alright, he gives you strakes, alright? He gives you, like, basically these are dual strakes from the rear wing, right? When they're this small. Alright? To be dual fins, technically, they got to be this size, right?
Sure.
What if it had both?
How do you can't do both.
Why? Well, the only reason I haven't done both is because I haven't done both. What if you could do both?
That's because you don't like to say no.
No, because I'm always trying to further it along. And besides, if that shit worked, everybody's going to be screaming for it. Oh, God, dude, now I got to try this. Do I need to build a new one, or do I got a body for handy? Oh, man, for reals? I'm not putting it on a Hagataka. Is this a Cirrus? I could do it on a Cirrus. Okay, here we go. Alright. I got to try this, because now I'm very curious how this is going to turn out. Cirrus doesn't usually get dual fins. So it means I'm going to make them quite large.
Dang it, the other half of this tape, stuck to the scissors.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got it. I got it. I saved it.
Okay, so these would be down, while these would be up. I cannot believe I haven't tried this one before, folks. Check it. There you go. This is a good example of it.
Oh, you're crazy.
I don't know if that's going to work on a Cirrus, because Cirrus, this would be the first time Cirrus has ever actually had, I think, either one of these. Cirrus I don't like messing with, because Cirrus is really good the way it is, but then again, phases are really good the way they are, and they've usually gotten all the tech, so let's go ahead and try this. That's kind of unique. And of course, the beauty of these is you could play with these however, like the main plane doesn't have to be down, it can be up while these are down.
The main
they could both be the same angle. Like I said, I'm going to start with these down and the strakes up and the fins down. I'll probably end up with reverse and see what happens. And I'm probably definitely going to try this on a phase because, again, Cirrus has never had this before, so I have no idea how that's going to work. I probably won't be able to notice too much of a difference, but a phase will because a phase has had both.
Oh, yeah. Let me go back down here.
Yeah, I know you're probably watching or will watch. Look at this one and give this one a shot, dude. Because I know yours work really good with the strakes too, just like Mark's do. So, here's the next cool idea. The reason I don't suspect it'll work with Cirrus too much is because Cirrus has a flimsy rear wing anyway. So, having something back there like this, I don't know. I don't think that's the answer. But the compound is too good an idea, and that's probably going to go on the tech sheet.
Compound fracture.
That's right.
So,
right.
With that said,
I take it you don't want to, before we go, I take it you don't want to start any of the increasing the look while we're here, or gotta leave it?
oh, yeah, we got off on a tangent. Yeah, I mean, I'll be online probably almost every day anyway, so just, yeah.
Okay.
Because
We'll
I'll be online tomorrow, most likely. Doing something.
Okay.
Trying to update my job applications and, because somebody got to get out this heat.
Somebody got to get out the heat.
Yeah, go ahead and send it.
All right, people. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Glad you can make it. This is our first complete week of the one-a-days. Great to have y'all over here. Everybody for stopping by. Everybody that might have just been eavesdropping, whatever. Keep with us. Like I said, next year, or next week, our 35th anniversary. We'll see where we get more tech. But in the meantime, test out those designs and